So it's my pleasure to introduce Reverend Tammarishka. She works from her home in Cambridge, Ontario, and from her home in Lilydale, New York. She's a twice ordained spiritualist minister in Ontario through the Spiritualist Church of Canada, in New York State through the School of Healing and Prophecy. She's internationally tested and certified psychic medium and spiritual healer through the SEC, Lilydale in New York, Lilydale, New York State School of Healing and Prophecy, New York State Trilogy Institute, and the Lisa Williams International School of Spiritual Development. Frequently serving with spiritual lectures and providing platform message services in churches across Ontario, United States, and Scotland. Currently, she is, she's recently graduated from, this is an older resume, so she's recently graduated from the Master's Teacher Program. She's starting her own school of development, both here and hopefully in the United States. And along with everything else, she's a proud bubby of 4 grandchildren, a mom of 5 two-legged adult children, and 2 four-legged children. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Reverend Tammarishka Kerman.
Okay, you added a couple kids in there, and at this stage in life, I refuse. They're going up for adoption.
I added 1 fur creature that you brought into the house.
Yes, I did. Yes, the Klingon Velcro child.
And I didn't add the fact that there's another grandchild on the way.
Thank you for inviting me to serve. Thank you for the introduction. Yes, it's been changed and I have to update it. You know, I was asking Spirit what I needed to speak about. And I've been very busy writing a book. And I came to the part of the book and I felt the proverbial spiritual spirit mom smack up the side of the head. Yes, it was my mom. And she said, "What did Andrew teach you? Stop thinking about what has to be said in a day or 2 days. You will know that day. Pay attention to what you are doing. Be in the moment at that time." I had an argument with my mother in spirit this morning, hence Randy's life with me, not knowing when I'm talking with him and when I'm talking with Spirit or the dogs. My mother said to me, "You are making this so much more difficult than it is. And why are you doing this? You have done this so many times, but you're going in your head. Stop it." So of course I proceeded to say to my mother, "Well, what do you know about this?" But she's in spirit. And I proceeded to say to her, "You know what? I'll take your advice." And I heard, "Oh," the first time. And yeah, typical Jewish mother. And I thought, okay, I'll listen. Right away in my head came that part of the book that I'm at again. So I need to share. Being in the moment. Being in the moment is not just saying I am here. I showed up. I put some clean clothes on from the tracksuit. I brushed my teeth. I'm here. That is not being present. Truly being present is being with your higher self. Being within and meeting, taking time to have that tete-a-tete with your higher self, with your soul. How many of us normally on a daily basis, or even once a week on a Sunday, despite coming to church service, how many take that time to touch in with your higher self? Very good. And I'm not surprised. You know, it is not something easily done. Many of us have that stinking thinking thing happening. We're more prone and more likely to criticize non-constructively and beat ourselves up when we do that inner chatter, then we are to go within and ask our own souls to inspire us. We are always looking up. Now, as spiritualists, we know spirit is not up. Spirit is around. Why do we always look up? Is it because what is up and beyond the earth, that is unknown, so we relate that to the divine and spirit? Or is it just habit, instilled, taught, and ingrained to us as children? The divine is everywhere. Angels, guides, spirit are what essentially envelop us wherever we are in all that we do. So being present, what does it take? For many people, it can take on many forms. What I normally tell students, being present is unplugging, turning off that phone, not putting it on vibrate, not putting it upside down so you don't see it light up. It's separating physically from that phone and turning it off or turning the sound off. 15 minutes, just 15 minutes. The world will not stop. Things will not come crashing down. Have trust and faith in those 15 minutes. Don't go to the computer. Don't answer phone calls. Don't answer messages. Don't answer texts. Don't answer the door. Just 15 minutes. I have learned an expression. Self-care is not a luxury. This is what your sacred time, your being present is. It is not a luxury. We as spiritualists, intuitives, and empaths must have that time. It is not a luxury. Simply having a coffee and sitting outside in the summer, feeling the grass under your feet, not talking, not even to yourself. Using all your senses to experience, the sense of feel, the sense of sound, the sense of scent. What does the air taste like? What are you experiencing? What does your body feel like? Does it feel tense? Tense it up and then let go. And simply be. Don't think. You get up when you make that coffee, you don't even talk. Try to get up before people are even up and about in the house, or when you know when they are, you'll still be able to be in the silence. Notice as you take each movement, the sounds, the smells, even that of the water you may pour into your coffee or your tea. The sound of the water. Does the water have a scent when you combine it with what you're making? How does the mug feel? This is a form of active mindfulness. Active mindfulness at times can be more productive than meditation. Meditation takes us deeper. It doesn't raise the vibration. Why do we have upbeat music before mediumship? Why before seances do we have people singing, row, row, row your boat? It's to raise the vibration. To start your day, you need to groundingly raise your vibration. Be. Simply be. And you can do that by awakening your senses, being in the moment, and granting yourself that gift of your sacred time in your sacred space just for 15 minutes. When the weather allows it, I have what Randy calls my throne on the porch. Every morning, bare feet, I make my coffee. I go outside. The dogs join me. I have a camp chair. It's got to be a camp chair. Just saying. I don't know why. And I sit there and I watch the world come alive. I listen. I smell without effort because it's relaxing. We all have empathic abilities. We all have intuitive abilities. That's why we are spiritualists, because we know that there is more. Why not acknowledge it? Why not acknowledge it? Grant it its due. And tip your hat to your higher self. Because essentially, in the end, it's your higher self that got you to where you are now. Things don't happen by coincidence. Nothing happens just by it just so happened to happen. Everything happens for a reason, a purpose, a higher purpose. Your higher self got you here. You may be a survivor. You may be a fighter. You may be one that has overcome a lot. You may be a person that has had quite a comfortable life and wonders why you haven't experienced anything that other people may have as hardships and waiting for the other shoe to drop. Your higher self has brought you to where you need to be. Take a moment. Shake the hand of your higher self. Tip your hat. Say good morning to yourself, to your soul. Unplug, be in the moment, and it will fuel you for the rest of your day. Thank you for listening. And next week, we're going to talk, or not next week, next time, we're going to talk about your evening 15 minutes before bed. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Reverend Tammarishka. So much for giving us those words of wisdom today. We would, just gonna stop the recording here.